Hello and welcome back to my aquarium is what I would usually say, but we're on the main channel now, baby. It's a whole new era and we are starting off strong with a little Death Knight run here. Now the Death Knight is different than most characters. If this is your first time watching Soulstone, welcome in. Most characters can use a dash. The Death Knight actually has a horse here. He's much faster and he kind of just rides around on the horse instead. Now there's a lot of different ways that you play this game, different things you want to do. Today, I want to get some achievements, and there's a lot of different achievements here that I can get to get some different runes and abilities and stuff. So I want to go ahead and complete 100% of the Endless Mode Cycle 3. So we're going to do 3 cycles of the Endless Mode is my plan today, and then get Prestige level 60 with the Death Knight. We can get some new stuff unlocked here. Pretty cool there. So we're going to go ahead and hop into that. I don't want to do a super high curse level if I'm going to go for 3 modes of the Endless. So honestly, yeah, up to 3 ain't that bad. I think I could do that. Okay, we'll do up to 3 on the Scorching Valley. Why not? We'll go ahead and hop right into it. I do have some runes on here if you want to go ahead and read those. Just some extra damage for all the effects we have on there. Our special ability right here, which is Ray of Doom, which you'll be able to see. You can kind of zoom around, hit some people, get some doom on them, and then take some less damage. So that's really cool to see right there. If you want to go fast in this game, what you want to do is get down to the bottom left corner, or really any corner, and just farm the enemies, because the enemies will spawn on the wall here, and you can kill them and just kind of take them out. In case this is your first time watching the series, if you want to go see the first, 35 episodes of this series, go to my second channel where I was posting this, and you can go ahead and catch yourself up. But if you just want to start it now, then that's fine too. Obviously, I've got some good progress in the game as of right now, compared to when I started, which I was a fresh little baby, did not know what I was doing, and I know what I'm doing much more now than I did then. Pretty good stuff here. I mean, it's a pretty simple game. You kind of run around. I do have a cursor here that I can aim some of my abilities with, but some abilities like the Ray of Doom here just kind of shoot by themselves and aim by themselves. I mean, I kind of still aim it by moving, but then you do get XP. You can see at the bottom of the screen, I have 2 XP levels saved up here. I'm going to go ahead and spin those, and you get 3 choices here. These are passive, so I'm going to get this multicast chance for everything. And then we have abilities right here like this. So I think Bloodlust could be pretty good. Extra movement speed on this guy is awesome. And then cast frequency is awesome too. So let's go ahead and grab that. Blade Storm is ability I really like on this guy, and I'll probably look out for if I could get that, especially with something like Bloodlust really enabling that. That'd be pretty darn cool. To actually get a portal open for the Endless Mode, we need to actually finish a run in under 12 minutes, I believe it is. So we need to hurry up here a little bit and go ahead and actually get some good smackages on these suckers here and get down, get that stuff going. You can see the Doom is stacking up on these guys. Doom will kind of stack up, and then when these stacks pop, they do a big amount of damage to whoever they're going to hit. I'm getting hit a little bit here. As you can see, I don't have a dash. Usually your dashes kind of give you some iframes. You can go through some abilities, and you're harder to hit when you don't have that. Well, you're going to get hit a little more, so what's going to happen to you? Acid, Rain, and Blizzard are both abilities that I like quite a bit, but I'm going to roll a little bit here and see maybe if I can get... Ooh, Demolish is very good. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab that. That's going to give me a lot more direct damage, so I can actually start busting these guys down much easier than just I've been doing with my regular slash here, but now I can do it with this ability too. Smack them up real good. Ray of Doom is going crazy there. 4 smacks of it coming out there because I am getting some multicast going on. When you get multicast procced, then that means it does multiple instances of the ability each time it casts. So your multicast ability chance is something you really want to level up if you can, especially with certain abilities. You know, if you can smack a bunch of them out there, then it's going to hit way harder. Do some overall damage, do some movement speed, why not? Death Vortex goes hard. Poison Bomb can go hard too. We already got some Doom stuff, so why not go for more of it? We can apply Burn, we want to do that. The more effects we can apply with this, the more damage we'll do overall. And just give me the health, honestly. Subdue, Poison Cloud, Chromatic Bolt. Do we have anything that applies poison yet? I don't think we do. So why don't we go ahead and get something that can apply some poison? Maybe I'll try that out for Blade Storm, but honestly, I don't think I'll really need Blade Storm. But we'll see. I just do like having the ability Blade Storm, just for how much I can crowd control and take out enemies around me, and I don't even really have to worry about it. It goes really well with Death Knight, so I might trade out if I see Blade Storm pop up for us later, or I might even roll for it a little bit, because I do have a couple of rerolls left, but it's not something I'm like super going hard to find here. If it happens, it happens. If not, then I think we have some pretty good abilities. Either way. Get this XP that's sitting around up here. You can make it to where you don't bank your XP to where you actually spend it each time, you get a level. I don't do that, but you can do that if you want to. Let's get this XP. Ooh, multicast of Obliterate. Hell yeah. And there is Bladestorm, so I will go ahead and pick that up. What do we want to trade out for that? Interesting. I think this is pretty good. It just stacks up so much Doom. Poison Cloud, actually applies the poison there. I just know Death Vortex can be so darn good. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Death Vortex. Or keep Death Vortex, get rid of Poison Storm. This guy's doing a laser attack. See how big Bladestorm is already, and it just does so much damage in an area. When you get something like a high chance to poison or burn your enemies just based off any of your attacks, then Bladestorm can get really good because it's just constantly applying that to everybody, and you can beat them up real good there. You can see all the different effects we're applying to this guy. It's going to make us do a lot of different damage. Obviously, you see the bosses are spawning here. It doesn't always spawn multiple bosses, but because of the level of curse that I'm on, which is basically kind of like a difficulty meter, it's going to be spawning some more bosses here each time. So it spawns 2 bosses instead of just 1 each time, which ain't too bad for us, and honestly, I prefer, because it lets you crush them both out real quick. When it's more than 2, anything more than 2, it can get pretty crazy, so you gotta be careful of that. But when it's just 2, it's like the perfect amount of bosses that I can handle really easily, even without having a dodge button on us right now. Ooh, heck yeah. And fragility. I don't know if I'm already able to apply fragility, but if I can apply it, then that's dope. That's diggity dope, my dog. And I'll never say that again. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. If you are giving this series a chance, I really appreciate that. I'm usually just going to talk about whatever I want. I am recording this right after the last one I did for my second channel, and I was talking about how I just went bowling with some of my friends, and it was good. And I had a fun time, but I didn't talk about the negatives to it, and the negatives are like, dude, I get so sore when I go bowling. In many different places too. My arms get sore because I'm doing the throwing motion all night. My knees are killing me because I'm bending down the entire time. I'm like 6'1", so when you're bending down over and over and over like that, it's not too good. I was actually saying that to my friends. I was like, do you think that shorter people have like an advantage when it comes to bowling because they don't have to bend down as far, so they can just get the ball to the ground quicker? It's something I think that it might be pretty true, honestly. And our other friends, like, one of my other friends that was there was like 5'6", and he was like, I don't know, brother. And I was like, hey, short king, you got this. But he was doing pretty darn good, so I don't know. I got over 100-point game at one point. Pretty proud of that. I'm going to keep talking about that forever. Ooh. Yeah, give me that. See that shadow effect applies to 3 of our different abilities. So you want to see if you can upgrade things like that that apply to as many of your different abilities as possible. So we have something like that that applies to 3 of our abilities because they all have, you know, shadow on them. And that's really, really good. You can see we're busting through this real quick by just farming in the corner down here. Like I said, all the enemies just kind of spawn here. They spawn straight into your Bladestorm and you just tear them up. That's what you want to do. The bosses drop these crystals. These are kind of things that you can use for crafting and whatnot in the metagame to upgrade yourself just in total. Unlock new weapons and stuff like that for your characters. I don't think I need too much more help than that. If I get a 300 health up, actually that'd be pretty cool in my opinion. For the most part, there's not too much use to them, but they always drop when you kill a boss. And higher tier bosses drop higher tier materials, of course. Pretty simple stuff there. But the one thing that happened when I was bowling is my friend and I both shipped our thumbnails like the same exact place and like ripped my nail off like pretty bad, a good portion of it. Probably like a fifth of my nail on the top is like just ripped off now. It started bleeding a little bit. I just played through it because I was like, brother, I got a game to win. I don't got time for this pain. I don't have time for pain right now. So I just played through it. I was like, no, your boy's winning. And I did. I did win. No pain, no gain, they say. And I think that's pretty true sometimes. Other times, if you're feeling pain, like, you should probably stop. Like, if you're working out and it's bad pain, stop. You know what I mean? But I'm definitely going to be real sore tomorrow, I'll tell you that. Like, right below my wrist, you know, that entire, like, muscle of your underarm there, it's just, ooh, that always gets me real bad. Damage modifier, yes, please. Multicast for everything, let's go. Ooh, area modifier, that's big. I love making my Bladestorm just as big as I can get. Where are these bosses at? Alexi is down here. Let's tear him up first, if we can. And then there's an ice guy somewhere too. But I'm just kind of trying to beat up Alexi here. This guy has a lot of body mass, this character does, which means that he can kind of walk up to characters and push them a little bit. So that really helps a lot. You can get them out of your way. Where on other characters, you'll kind of run into enemies and they'll like get you stuck. And it can really mess you up. So I like this character a lot because you can kind of just go, excuse me, and just like push people out of your way. It's a big help. Should be stacking up not too much doom on him, honestly, yet. A little more health. I'm almost to 300. Took a little bit of damage, too, at some point. Gotta be careful of that. If I could get this guy off the wall really quick, that would help me hit him a little more. So when he gets stuck on the wall like that, it can be hard to, like, get up next to him. Because it kind of sandwiches you in. There we go. Big hits, takes him out. Perfect. It's a pretty darn good run, I'll be honest. I'll be doing some more curse level stuff soon. If you are interested in seeing that, just stick to the series and we'll get to that. I'm getting on pretty high curse levels for most maps here, and it's getting really difficult on those curse levels. I'll tell you that much right now. You can go watch some of my other videos in the series if you want to see what I'm talking about, because ooh-wee, I've had some crazy hard runs. Even just the last episode, it was pretty difficult, but I managed to prevail. But every now and again, I want to do some stuff like this where I kind of farm for achievements, farm some prestige levels, and get some runes unlocked and stuff like that, so I can just level up my characters in total. Let's get some slow on these guys. Area modifier. Give me the chaos frequency. Sorry, boys, you're gonna get beat up here real quick. I gotta beat you up. You throwing a bunch of skulls out, brother? Ah, that was my bad. Got hit there. Where's my mouse at? There it is. Sometimes I lose it. That's why I made it bright red, so I could try to see it more. But honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, that's kind of counterintuitive when the enemy attacks are red. I never really noticed that I did that until right now. But I guess that's why the main game, the base mouse color is blue. Huh. I didn't really put two and two together there. But honestly, I was never that good at math anyways, so I don't feel too bad about it. You can see these enemies are kind of getting pushed around. That's kind of our death vortex is kind of like throwing them around the map, which can be kind of dangerous because that means they can kind of throw them into us. There's no contact damage with enemies in this game. You can't just run straight into them and not take damage, but they all have their own little attack. So if I stand next to a dude for half a second, he's going to try to launch an attack on me. Like, see that guy, the ogre charging up right there? If I was still standing there and he got his smash off, obviously it would heck me up pretty good, so I gotta be careful about that. Honestly, we should be able to get a sub 10 here. I'm just going to keep tearing up enemies and doing my best to get that to happen. Whoop. Good dodge there. I love this character because it's just so fast. A lot of characters are like super slow. This character is the exact opposite. You're just super fast, running around, beating the bus off of people. It's absolutely amazing. It's just my favorite character, honestly, I think. I like some other characters a lot, but this character is just so much fun. He's so unique and interesting. I'm super slow right now because I walked in some spiderwebs, so they're stuck to my horse's hoofs, I guess. But yeah, this character is really fun and unique and just a great time. I had some of my most fun runs with him. I think I only used him in one other run, honestly. And it was actually, I got my first sub 10 minute run with this character because he's just like, can be so strong. I think they balanced him to be very strong just because, you know, he can't dodge, obviously, so he needs to be able to kill a little faster, I think. Burn will apply slow, that's good. I gotta run through some fire here, unfortunately, because he's shooting a... Alright, I need to get out of here. I'm in a bad spot. I'm in a bad way. Oh boy. I'm about to run around here, I think, and come back down to these guys. But honestly, if it baits them out of the corner a little bit, yeah, like that's good. He's gonna flamethrower again. I think we should be able to stick these kills here. Yep, there we go. Dude, sub 10, almost a sub 9. If I stuck in that fight a little more, I think I could have got a sub 9. I should have gone for it, honestly. Damage on a fire vortex, oh yeah. So let's see, I wanted to go 3 on the endless. So as you can see there, when you finish a run pretty quickly, you get either this red portal, which was Overlord mode, which just means that you are fighting a bunch of bosses, and then you keep getting more and more bosses spawning at once. Or you can do endless mode like I'm doing right now, which is literally just, you know, you infinitely can keep going around and around and around to harder stages and just finishing stages, which is really good for farming. I'm not even moving right now because I'm just like beating the heck out of these guys. Should probably move a little bit, honestly, but yeah. And you just do this. This is a good way to get materials and stuff and prestige levels because you get a bunch of extra XP from doing so many different stages in a row. So I like doing it like this. It's just nicer to go to a lower difficulty, a lower curse level every now and again and just run around and go crazy on people with, you know, a fun run and just tear it up for a while. And it means you get a longer episode, so this one's for you, baby. You know who I'm talking to. I don't know, just feel special. I'm talking to all of you, but also one specific one of you, a singular person I am talking to right now. And you know who you are. you know. Or maybe you don't. I don't know. You'll figure it out later. Either way. And then my friends and I, you know, they were hungry. They were like, let's go to Taco Bell. And I've only See, I always hear so much hype about Taco Bell. Everyone's like, Taco Bell's so good. Oh, I love Taco Bell. And I was always like, man, everyone hypes up Taco Bell so much. Like, it must be good, right? I tried it a while ago, like over a year ago, probably like 2 years now with some friends. And I was like, I got them together. I was like, oh, wait, I want to try Taco Bell. I got to see if it's actually good because everyone always hypes it up. And I'm like, I don't understand the hype around this. It was dog shit. I tried it and I was like, this is fucking terrible. Like, it tastes terrible. This all just sucks. The best thing I had was a freaking soft taco. I had like just chalupa grande, poopa lupa or something. I don't know. Maybe it was called like the Oompa Loompa Freaker. I don't even know. But it was not good, my guy. And I was not a fan. And I was like, no, screw Taco Bell. My friends are always getting it. They're always like, oh, it's so good. And I was like, okay, fine. If you want to go to Taco Bell, let's go to Taco Bell. And let's see how good this really is. I gotta say, it was a little better this time. I got a chicken quesadilla and nacho fries. You know, because I was like, oh, I'm gonna get hit there. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's on me. I was like, they can't mess this up, right? Like, you can't mess up a chicken quesadilla. And to their credit, they didn't. I'm getting hit a little too much here. I don't think that one hit should have hit me, but it did. I think my blade storm is basically covering the entire screen now, which is pretty darn good. That's what you want to see. And it was pretty good, but I was still just like, first of all, she gave me my nacho fries, and she put the nacho cheese in the bag, but she didn't put the lid correctly on the container. So all the nacho cheese just spilled into my bag. So then my entire bag was just filled with fucking nacho cheese. So, like, sorry, I'm sure your job sucks because you're working in the service industry and people suck, but, like, come on. Can I just get my freaking nacho cheese without you spilling everywhere? Like, my pinkies hurt. I was just bowling, lady. Cut me some slack here. But no, now I gotta eat this freaking nacho cheeseless nacho fries. You know, you say first world problems. This is peak right here, but I'm gonna keep complaining because I am rather annoyed. And it's on all the packaging, so now there's nacho cheese everywhere, so I gotta make sure I don't get nacho cheese in my friend's car. And it's just like, no. So that knocked a star off my rating, although I was gonna rate it out of 10, but let's pretend like I knocked a star off instead. Let's see, 1 to 10 scale, the first time I had Taco Bell, 1.5 out of 10. Now I'll say 2 out of 10 because I like the soft tacos. This time, 5 out of 10. And maybe it would have been 6, but I'm knocking, you know, a number off because of the nacho cheese incident, as it forever will be known by. There we go, nice. So, not too happy about that. In terms of star rating, 2 stars, maybe? Does that translate? I think that kind of translates. Maybe 1.5 stars. And like 1 star the first time. Who knows? Maybe 1 star the first time, 2 stars this time, 2.5 this time. I'm just kind of throwing out a bunch of random numbers at this point, but you get the gist. Is that it? Not very good, and I'm not a fan of Taco Bell. I'm not impressed by it, and I think that everyone is fooling themselves into liking it because they have good marketing or something, and they're just like, it's the food you eat when you want to have diarrhea and you're drunk at 5 in the morning, and it's like, cool. I was neither of those things. Well, I didn't want the first thing, and I wasn't the second thing when I got the shit, so like, I don't know, make good food or something. But, you know, be how it be, I guess. But that's my Taco Bell experience. You let me know, do you like Taco Bell? Because I'm just like, I'm unimpressed. I'm unimpressed. The other guy is actually more out in the open where I think I can hit him. He's doing a beam attack, I gotta be careful of that. And then just keep hitting them, getting a lot of doom stacked on them if I can. Let's use our levels here really quick. Damn, ooh, multicast on Demolish, that's big. That puts so much hemorrhoid on them. You'd love to see that. The effect is actually called hemorrhage, by the way, but I can't help myself from saying hemorrhoid. So if you ever hear that, that's what I'm talking about. Here comes the saw blade back towards us. Be careful, he's doing a beam attack here, so I don't want to run into that. Because I don't have a dodge, so I can't actually get through the beam attack. That's the biggest scary thing on this character, is you can't get through the beam attacks. How are you going to get through it? You don't have a dodge. Most of the time you dodge through them, but you literally can't here. Ooh, oh, let's go. No, I'm going. Oh, multicast ring, dude. Alright, took those bosses out pretty well. You do heal a little bit off of every time you level up. There is health crystals around the map too, but I've kind of just been healing from, ooh, thank you, snakes, from leveling up. Which is how I like to do it. The healing crystals will do less for you as you get to higher curse levels. It's kind of one of the parts that makes the game more difficult. Obviously, if you don't have health, it's a little bit more scary. Speaking of health, we do have over 300 of it. I might go for more like block power, armor, as we keep going here, instead of just raw health. 300 health is usually a place where I think it's pretty stable and I kind of chill around there. But honestly, maybe doing more would be kind of smarter since this character doesn't have a dodge on him. So maybe around 500 even would be a good place to kind of chill at. Who knows? Ooh, yeah, multicast. Oh yeah, 100% chance to critical strike on the enemies with full health. Keep up on that crit there, keep moving, speeding it. I'm itching my eye really quick, so excuse me, and then we'll keep going. And, oh, cast frequency on Bloodlust. Yeah, if we basically always have Bloodlust active, that means we always have a 20%, or actually not anymore 20%, a 37% movement speed modifier and a 74% cast frequency modifier, which is absolutely insane. That just means our abilities have like 100% uptime. But that only happens as much as you can get Bloodlust up, which seems to be pretty often for us right now. Ooh, I did dodge that good. Now he's doing flamethrower, so I'm gonna have to try to nestle my way under him. Something else hit me, unfortunately. That really sucks. Let's see if I can run my way up here and kind of come back down towards them. Ooh, big XP upgrade there. Okay, I need them to stop being down here. Ooh, that wall kind of juts out there and gets you stuck. Okay. Can you guys, like, yeah, go up some? Wow, these are, like, good dodges, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, like, come up here behind the other side of this wall where I'm at. Because I can't really, like, you know, I can't really vibe with it as much down here. Okay, like, you're dead because you suck and are ugly, but it still was not a vibe. In terms of vibes, you did not pass the check. I'll just say that much right now. Hopefully a health crystal spawns soon, because I would love to get a health crystal to spawn. You know, they don't really have any abilities in this game that are like lifesteal. Like, lifesteal isn't really a thing, which I think is for a reason. I think they don't want to add lifesteal to the game because it might help make runs like always too good and you'd only ever go for the lifesteal, especially at high curse levels. But that was just something I was just thinking about literally right now, like, huh, they don't have that. Literally don't. Obliterate going hard, I love to see it. And damage modifier of everything. Super love to see it. Just re-dodge these attacks here. I'm dead. Oh, did not die. I do have 2 revives, so I can revive twice. That's in the bottom right. If you look at that glowing cross, those are my revives. When you revive, you come back with 50% of your max health, so you don't even come back with full health, so it's still pretty risky. It's not like a huge save. Like, it's a save, obviously, but it's not like crazy, crazy, crazy. Sorry if bitrate ever gets a little slower. I mean, this is a game where a lot of stuff is going to go on screen, so sometimes... Wow, that was not very fun. Literally just don't think I could have dodged that in a million years, honestly. It is a game where you're going to get some bitrate stuff happening, and I even turned down the effects. Like, if you're thinking this is a lot of effects, I have the effects turned down. I could turn the effects up way higher than this, and you'd actually be seeing some lag. But I turned them down for several reasons. 1 is because the lag, and 2 is because I couldn't see the enemy attacks. And when you can't see the enemy attacks, it's kind of hard to dodge them. So I had to change that so I could actually see the attacks, so I could dodge them. Gas frequency, let's go. I'm trying to just kill Big Devil Boy here, which I think he's getting rather close. Well, still 2 million HP, but you know, compared to how much HP he had earlier, he's getting closer. Maybe that's a better way to put it. Healing a little bit off leveling up, but not too much yet. I would love it if a health crystal would spawn somewhere, maybe. trying to smack him with a bunch of demolish attacks. There we go, he actually did die, cool. Thought I got that boss crystal, but I guess I wasn't quite touching it. And now we can just focus this boy. There we go. Another level up, which means another little heal there. And now we bring it back down to the corner to keep crushing it out. Get smackaroony, my boys. Alright, I'm pretty good here. Boy, vey. This boss has spawned fast, which means we took it quite a while to kill the last ones. Which definitely is true, I could feel that. Damage modifier for all 4 of these abilities? Sorry, I'm just taking a sip of water there really quick. My throat's getting a little ragged. This is just the first loop too, huh? This is going to be a long one. Let's do the potency here. This is going to be a long one. Can't avoid those attacks. Because I literally can't dodge. Here comes flamethrower attack. Wowee, it's a good thing I'm fast. I got a need for speed, baby. He's doing flamethrower attack, we gotta be careful with that. Looks like it is down to our right there. Now it's coming back to our left. Let's see if we can kind of run loops around these guys. Flamethrower attack is over now, so I'm not as worried about that. Since it's literally gone, let's go even faster, huh? Sounds like a good idea to me. Here comes flamethrower attack yet again. One of my favorites. Just absolutely love having a... I'm dead. Nowhere to dodge on that one. Do have some iframes here as you kind of respawn, so let's use to get ourselves out of trouble a little bit. Wait, vey, get off of me, get off of me, get off of me. Ooh-wee. Honestly, I'm going to kind of rope these guys up towards me here. If I can get them to leave that corner a little bit. And actually come fight me in a place that's a bit more suited for me. That'd be pretty cool. The other thing with this guy is he leaves his fire pools on the ground. And obviously that's very dangerous for us. See how much easier it is to fight these guys in the open? I can actually hit them now. Before it's just like, no. You're not gonna hit us. We're on the wall. You're screwed. Alright, we managed to do that with only losing 1 revive. Get some fragility going here. I do need to get 2 more though. This will be cycle 2. Eesh. We'll try. This is gonna be a long episode for the first one. You guys are like, I might as well give you a little prize here for sticking for the first episode and give you actually a good showing of what the game is like. Either way, even if we can't do 3 full cycles with this guy on the endless here, the infinite mode, whatever it's called, then that's fine, because we're still going to get his prestige level up, probably unlock a new rune or, you know, a unique skill for him. So, that's something cool to see as well. Just smacking it up. Yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the Destiny content too. If you didn't see my update from the other day, well, then you're probably surprised this video's on this channel, because I talked about that in my update video, but I know barely anybody watched that. Which means barely even less people are going to watch this, to be honest with you. But I'm expecting that. I don't expect anybody to really watch this except for the people that were already watching it on my second channel, and kind of I just brought them over here. Which is fine. I do this series more for myself, and maybe one day it'll actually kind of take off a little bit more, but even if not, I'm not too peeved or miffed by that. I just like playing this game, and if I'm going to be playing it, I might as well do some little commentary and let other people enjoy watching it, right? That's the way I see it, at least. That's the way I see it. Damage. Area, yeah. Death Vortex is probably getting pretty big now. What is our biggest leveled ability? Bloodlust, Bladestorm, okay, cool. I mean, you can see the Bladestorm, the end of the screens, like if you look in the corners of our screen, it's hitting all the way up there, so like, Bladestorm goes pretty crazy when you get it leveled up. That's why I always go for it, especially on this character, because it can be really good for just hitting stuff like across the map. So we got Alexi here too, he's going to block off some area for us to make it a little harder to beat this guy up. But I'm just trying to stick this guy early while I can. And then if Alexi wants to join the battle, he can go ahead and do that, but I'm planning on killing him second, honestly. See, like right there, look how much damage we just did when I could actually sit there for 1 second and just like beat the hell out of him. Oh yeah, that was really good. Now it's just Alexi, so it should be pretty easy to kill him. This little sucker's not going to hit me. I'll take him out pretty easily there. Okay, good. Got through the first 2 bosses there without taking any damage. It really just depends what combination of bosses spawn. Like, when that devil guy spawned with the fire incarnation there, it's just, ooh, it was tough. There's really not too much I could do against that. Oh, hell yeah, Shadow. But when it's like those 2 doofuses spawn together, it's not that big of a deal. I can avoid enough of the stuff he throws on the ground to actually, you know, live through it and tear them up at the same time. So it really just spawns depends what kind of combination of bosses you get spawning at the same exact time. But if you get a combination like that, then it's not too bad. And as long as the bosses don't start stacking up with each other to where there's like 4 of them on the screen at once, then I'm not too worried. Like I said, 2 bosses, even on this character, I can dodge it even without dashes. I just love how my guy is just constantly spinning around on his horse. Like, it's so good. It's just such a funny sight. A goofball. Hey, how do you attack people? Yeah, I usually just kind of spin my sword at Mach speeds. Literally in circles on my horse. It's pretty good stuff. Blade Storm, baby. It's multicasting like crazy. I have to imagine there's like 6 instances of it going off sometimes at once. We're applying quite a few effects to enemies. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh. Okay, maybe like 8 or 9. So, I don't know. Like 40%, 45% extra damage from our rune that we have when we apply that many effects. Pretty darn good. And I definitely feel it adding up. And then when the Doom can actually proc, especially on bosses, woo-wee. Doom can crit too, so your Doom just does like a flat sum of damage, but it can proc as a crit. And then imagine how much that hits for. What do we have here? Eternal Guardian and Properties. I would love to kill the Guardian first, if possible. Give me some more burn. I'm just adding the burn in. Because it means that my Blade Storm is just burning like crazy. Hopefully I'm going to get hit there. Nope, I actually dodged it somehow. I'm shitting my pants right now. There's a little Saw Blade attack coming out from him. She's doing her laser. He's doing another Saw Blade. Gonna dodge that because it's gonna be close. That's another laser attack coming out from this bad boy right here. And they're both dead. Holy hell, like I crushed them, dude. See what I mean? Pretty strong. I'm kind of like a walking whirlwind of purple right now. Honestly, hey. Give me Clarence and I'm basically a Void Warlock at this point. Oh my god. There's like elites spawning in here and I can't even tell because they're getting crushed so fast. Yes, make me as fast as possible. Give me as much area as possible. Give me as much XP as possible. Give me all the stuff. I love it. I'm a greedy boy. What level am I? 138? That's pretty good. I've done through level or 2 loops of this before. I've never done 3 loops, obviously, or else I would have the achievement done. And hopefully we get to prestige level 60 on the Death Knight here on this run. Good dodge. Yeah, most characters never get this fast. You're not going to be speeding around like this. If I could speed around like this in other characters, hell, I wouldn't even need dashes on anybody. I'm glad I do have dashes on other characters, but man, I'm so speedy right now. Extra armor makes me happy. Oh yeah. With that duration up on the Bloodlust there, we might have infinite Bloodlust, honestly. Honestly. I'm not completely sure. Oh my god, I actually dodged all that. He's doing flamethrower attacks, we gotta be careful! Careful, careful, careful. Hello, hello. Bro, this thing turns on a dime. This horse is tuned well. How much horsepower is under the hood of this thing? Oh, 1? Yeah, that would make sense. This is literally a horse. Just one horse. Get crushed. You look so stupid right now. I can't resist being faster. Oh my god. Bruh. The Japanese bullet train doesn't go this fast. That's amazing. Holy hell. You know what one of the funniest things is? The names that people choose for themselves at the bowling alley. You know? Girls be like, tell me your star sign. Boys be like, tell me your chosen name at the bowling alley. Because honestly, I can't even say some of the names I saw on the, what do you want to call it? The screen next to us, the people in the lane next to us. Because they were, not quite kosher. That'll get me demonetized real fast. Wow, I just died. That's not very fun. I hate when stuff like that happens. It kind of just like plops a bunch of stuff on you at once, then you just insta-die, and it's like, oh, glad I had the opportunity to even dodge that. But you didn't. You don't have that sometimes. Well, hopefully I can even make it through a third cycle now that I lost that res, because, you know, that happens to me one more time, it's over. So it's like, need a little bit of hope, and yeah. Speak of the devil. Contagion? That seems pretty cool. And literally speak of the devil, because it's fucking Chaos Bringer. It's always this boss. He does that. He just like throws everything on the floor at once, and then you just like can't dodge it. One of my least favorite bosses. Offered ice. Interesting. What did so much damage for us? 200 mil on Bladestorm. God, what a good ability. 101 million on Death Vortex. Not surprised. Ray of Doom. Yeah, that's a good run. That is a good run. Again, not exactly accomplishing exactly what I wanted to, but we did get some new stuff unlocked here. Wow, look how many unique skills I have for this guy now. We'll have to actually try some of these out, because I want to see Contagion, Festering Strike, Shadowgrass. Maybe we go for all these next time we do this guy. But hey, if you enjoyed, you want to keep watching this series, feel free to leave me a like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload in the future. This is a daily series, which means that it will go directly to your inbox and your notification box every single day if you do click that little bell for yourself, and I'd really appreciate that. All that being said, I hope you're enjoying this series on the main channel now, and thank you so much for watching. But as always, that is it for me, so have a great day.